super fun time for Greninja, but doable. I'm curious to see CC's knowledge of this matchup, because that's really what makes a difference playing against Greninja and a lot of these like interesting mid to high 2 characters that are more obscure and kind of difficult to play.
Well, we do have a lot of good Greninjas in Georgia. We have Jarvis, we have GuyFighter, Jet Kit comes out to some things, but all these guys are really good mid-level players, high mid-level players that I think CC's played at the lab and has gotten some experience on. So we'll see if he's able to put that knowledge to the use here.
Quick 30% already, because Sonic at 0 just does so much damage off that spin dash.
Yep. Gonna go for the full jab right there. And doing a really good job, GuyFighter, keeping CC at the ledge right now. Missing his grab.
Yeah, I mean, Greninja's that great value Sheik, where the fact that like if he gets you on ledge, it's a little bit difficult to get past him. Doesn't have the same frame data or traps to really like force you to the ledge in the first place, but once you're there, it's really difficult to get past.
Right, but similar play style. Like we were talking about that earlier. Gets the forward air at the ledge. He's got CC off stage. Ooh. I thought he used his uppy already right there.
One thing we were talking about earlier is the fact that CC makes a liberal use of homing attack, which normally you see as a Sonic mix-up, but he kind of uses it as his main option. Interesting.
Yeah, he does, and he does it neutral a lot as well, just to catch people off guard, and it works. Besides, right there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. I think there's probably better tools in neutral for Sonic to go about, but it's one of those things where like if it's working for you, there's no reason not to continue doing it. This has been a back and forth match so far, 88 to 82.
I'm gonna go. Gets the tech right there. CC not able to capitalize off anything, but I think CC's gonna note the fact that he just stood up in tech right there and maybe try to read something off of it next time he gets a down throw.
GuyFighter with that sour spot up smash.
Yep.
It's really unfortunate about Greninja is that he just got a standing grab in neutral. Holy crap. That is frame 11. That is a smash attack.
It is really difficult to do with Greninja, and it's not the biggest hitbox either.
Like, they buffed that, and it's still terrible.
Right.
Like, it was originally frame 14, but that's going to be a closeout back air there for CC.
Yep.
But yeah, from frame 14, and then they decided, all right, we'll make the standing grab better. We'll buff it to frame 11. Thanks, Sakurai.
Yeah. Gonna do a whole lot.
Now, dash grab, and pivot grab are both pretty good for Greninja.
Yeah,
not terrible. But standing grab, shield grabs, not happening.
Yeah.
Shield grab, you have to drop shield and then grab, so your opponent can just kind of do whatever. It's almost 20 full frames.
I was gonna say it's about 20 frames. All right, gets falling up air, gets the footstools.
And that's death.
Yep.
That was beautiful. Beautiful play from GuyFighter there.
Greninja on stream is always really interesting to watch, especially people that have a good grasp of the character.
Absolutely. Back home, our state's #1 right now is a Greninja, so
really,
it's fascinating to watch the OS Frog.
Yeah. Oh, just missing the forward air coming in over Sonic. Sonic a little bit too short there.
And that's a pretty common usage of the homing attack that I've seen Wrath do a lot.
Right.
Is that spin dash onto the shield and then put pressure on the shield. And as the shield decreases, then you go for the homing attack to try and shield stab.
Right.
So that's a more common use of it. But like you mentioned earlier, CC, a fan of it even in neutral sometimes as the mix-up.
Right.
See, GuyFighter sitting at about 86 right now. A little bit of a hill to climb, but nothing insurmountable. He's going to have to play this super patient game that we're seeing right now. That's going to be a lot of shurikens and a lot of patience. But there we see this. There we see the homing attack from CC coming out and coming in clutch. Spin dash nair popping him up to 114 and the fair to 118.
All right. But again, CC controlling this really so far has adapted really well to GuyFighter. We saw it start out even. But CC's just figuring out the options from Greninja. And Scat and I were talking about this earlier. One of Greninja's weaknesses is the frame data on his moves in front of him. You know, it looks fast before there comes out like, what, frame 11 or something like that. Something late.
Frame mediocre.
Frame mediocre. And so if you challenge it, you can actually beat it out if you know it's coming. And we're seeing CC just kind of adapting to that strategy right there, catching him with the back air and taking the kill.
The really nice thing about this is the fact that like once CC establishes this really heavy lead that we saw in the last game, is the fact that he doesn't have to commit to anything. And CC's more than capable and more than willing to play that patient style of Sonic that does so well.
Yeah. And
so it allows him, you know, sitting at that 150 to 50% where he can just go, hey, I don't have to interact with you.
Yeah.
I have the time on my side. I have the percent on my side. You best not whiff in front of me or else I'm going to kill you.
Right. We know CC's very patient. We've seen him many times on stream go for timeouts, especially against Neos back in the day.
Yeah, I mean,
GB.
from what I understand, like Georgia Sonics in general tend to go for that more patient style, which I think is like, probably the more optimal style of Sonic,
Right.
where you get that lead and just really, really just like sit back and take your foot off the gas.
Right. I will say, though, CC does have a tendency sometimes to get a little bit on tilt, so if GuyFighter can take a lead right here, he might be able to capitalize on that.
Went for the hard drop
Yeah.
on that up smash.
He can add on as much percent as he can. Using the platform right there to recover from the homing attack, pretty safe. Good option. I don't know if he intended that, but it worked out.
One of those things where you just kind of own the fact. You're like, yeah, no, I meant to do that.
Yeah. No, I saw the platform there. Yeah.
All planned. All planned.
Oh, missing the up air. Getting the fall up on that.
Yeah, it looked like he possibly didn't quite buffer that as quickly as he needed to.
And that, homing attack finally getting punished right there. But go on, what you're saying?
It looked like he didn't buffer the up air right away, just because it came out just a little bit afterwards. But yeah, that's something I'm surprised we haven't seen more of, is the punishment home attack.
Yeah.
In his winner's side, or yeah, I believe his winner's side when he either played Harlock or lost to Harlock, he would go for that and then end up getting. He got up smashed game 1. I think he won the set versus Harlock, but he homing attacked in, and then Harlock got the sweet spot up smash.
Right.
Ooh,
Got the spike hitbox
Into
on
the
it to the
up
up smash. That's a thing?
I guess. Well, I, mean, I guess it makes sense because you're going to be landing with no lag.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that was like real. That's real life, man.
Because like CC most definitely wanted to kill him off the top there.
Yeah.
Like that's what
sure.
you use the down air for, is to mix up out of the up air. But then he saw he got the spike hitbox and said, I guess I'm throwing this out. And
yeah. All right. But again, Greninja not able to find kills. This is what we're talking about, Sheik Light. Greninja has some options, or some difficulties killing unless you get a confirmed or a sweet spot on that up smash, which is not easy to do at all.
He's such a technical character. Too.
Right.
So even if you do get that back air, going deep with it, even if you do get that back air, or even if you do get the reads, there's still the point that you possibly won't even get the inputs down.
Right, just because
it's just so hard.
So tight, right, but it's so fun and so interesting to watch.